My wife and I have been married for 6 years and we have a son together. Last weekend, she went out for dinner with two of her friends, but ended up spending the evening with a guy her friend knew from Tinder. She didn't come home and her phone was off, but she says nothing happened.
What? What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got something pretty good today, man. Let's read the title. Let's read the title. So the title is, last weekend, my wife went out for dinner with two of her friends, right? Now, then his wife didn't had a girls' night out, and then had a little girls' night, or going to the club, or going whatever, right? Now, they said dinner. Let's be real here, right? Two of her friends, but ended up spending the evening with a guy her friend knew from Tinder. Her friend knew from Tinder. So supposedly, right, from just reading off the title, supposedly the guy's wife went out, to go to dinner, right, to go have a girls' night out with her friends. One of the girls, I'm guessing the wife friend, decides to meet a guy on TikTok and say, hey, you know what? We're about to go out and go eat. How about you come out with us? And then all of a sudden, this woman decides to spend the night with the guy. This is kind of sad, right? This is kind of sad because as a man, why are you even allowing that to happen? But look, hey, who knows, man? But before we even get into it, man, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.
And I have been married for 6 years and we have a son together. Last weekend, she went out for dinner with two of her friends, but ended up spending the evening with a guy her friend knew from Tinder. She didn't come home and her phone was off, but she says nothing happened.
What?
I want to believe her.
I mean, check this guy out. Somebody come check this guy out. Yeah, my wife spent the night with another man and nothing happened. I mean, and once again, you're going to have some imps out here. And these are the type of guys that a lot of your women sit up here and, argue for. There are guys out here who will date a woman that's on OnlyFans. There are guys out here who are not insecure and who will allow their women to wear and do whatever they want to do. These are the type of guys that they're talking about. Pushovers. Guys who will just, hey, look, whatever makes her happy, I'll let her do whatever. Ridiculous. The fact that she wouldn't even pick up. So you're sitting over here throughout the whole night. You could be thinking of multiple things, right? You could be thinking that, hey, somebody probably done took my girlfriend. Now she over here on, freaking First 48, or she's over here, man, on, where could they be? I mean, people, come on, right? And then you also could be thinking, dang, somebody really could be piping out my woman right now. Somebody really could be digging her out. And she's going to be making up any and every excuse to sit over here and try to get herself out of that situation. Ridiculous. And this is what she's putting this man through. Now, the funny thing is, and I made a whole video about this, I want to say a year ago, where a guy and his girlfriend going back and forth. He tells his girlfriend, hey, look, you're not going to that party. She wants to go to the party. She wants to have some fun, right? But he's saying, man, no, it's not going to happen. Don't want you to go to the party. He said, if you go, we're going to be broken up. For the sake of the argument, right? For the sake of the arguing, right? Just to keep peace, she stops arguing with him, but she still goes. Her phone is off. Every time he calls her, phone going straight to voicemail. Not answering, no nothing. He gets a call at 3:00 in the morning. I believe this was like a Sunday morning. He was calling her all of Saturday. Nothing, no, she's not answering nothing. She calls 3:00 in the morning, crying, upset because, hey, some guys took advantage of me. The guys that I hopped in the car with to go to the party with, they end up beating me up and they did some things, right? So the guy ended up breaking up with this girl. Said, I don't even want to deal with that crap, right? I hate that it happened to you, but I don't want to deal with that crap because I tried to avoid it. And guess what? A lot of people got on his neck for that. So the fact that you are willing to sit over here and leave your man on, you won't even, and the phone wasn't even dead. Let's just be real. She was ignoring it, right? She was ignoring it. That's sad, right? That's sad. So you just leave that man thinking he got so much going through his mind. And the guy that I just talked to you about, he had the worst of worst happen to him. His woman got beat up and something happened to her, right? So, I mean, look, you tell me if I'm right or wrong.
I'm super worried and need advice about the correct response. She went out for dinner with two of her female friends, and one of whom was single and another who's married. Nothing unusual, just dinner and a few drinks. Evening started normal. She sent some pics of her and her food, some selfies, and looked to be having a good time. Then she sent me a slightly jokey message saying that her single friend had invited two Greek guys over who she had met previously on Tinder and who were in the city for the weekend to join them. That was the last I heard from her. She didn't come home as planned and didn't respond to any of my increasingly worried messages. She came home the next day at 10 p.m. Her phone had been off, so no way of seeing location. And no way of seeing location. This isn't normal. Thoughts?
Get rid of her. I don't give a what she said. I don't care what she said. Yo,
What did she say as to why she came home 10 a.m. the next day, though?
We don't have it.
I know, but I'm just saying nothing happened. But
your phone don't go off
why
twice.
did you come home the next day?
She liked the intention from the gentleman. You know your spouse's patterns.
Mhm.
You know your girlfriend's patterns. All of a sudden, the phone doesn't work. The phone doesn't work.
And
I
you
gotta text
sleeping out?
crazily. I would never. Oh my god.
You would never what?
I would never text you crazily. First of all, like that's what it is. Like you just beating a dead horse at that
Even
point.
if you're worried, you wouldn't?
You get two.
The man said you only get 2 texts, man. If you don't respond in 2 texts, you're out of there. But the reason he is saying that, because see, once again, and this is the crazy thing that a lot of women like to do. They like to sit over here and try to bring up things that doesn't make any sense. Bring up irrelevant things. Being very disingenuous. Trying to twist a person's word or try to act like you don't understand the point that he's making. He's saying that, hey, man, look, you get 2 texts because why are you even in that situation in the first place? That's why, right? That's why I care less if I'm worried or not. Why are you even in that situation? It'd be a different story, man, if you were saying, hey, I'm going out with my friends. We got some work event going on and the phone doesn't, work or whatever. Then it's like, okay, this is just not normal. But hey, yo, babe, I'm about to go out to dinner and I'm about to go out with some guys, right? I'm about to go out with some guys in the situation that we're talking about. I'm going out with some girls and they're going to bring some Greek guy friends over or whatnot. And now all of a sudden you spent the night with this guy and you tell me that your phone doesn't work. All of a sudden your phone doesn't work. Let's just be honest here, right? Let's be real here. And it's almost like the sister was trying to sit over here and kind of defend the sister just a little bit. But at the same time, like I said, there's no way you can look at that and say, well, you know what? Hey, once again, she maybe her phone really did mess up. Hey, maybe her phone did this, maybe her phone did that. It's just gullible behavior. Once again, it's gullible behavior. You are a grown woman. You know how to keep your phone on. And why are you going to be leaving your husband? Once again, your husband worried and y'all got a child. So I don't know. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know down below, man, how y'all feel about it. But once again, at the end of the day, this guy, like I said, this guy should have been hit to the fact, right? And I feel like he's one of those guys that are pushovers, right? Who allow the girl to do whatever, which is why he's in the situation that he's in and sending messages up here to these guys. Like, I mean, let's be honest here. Dude, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Apparently, he's not letting his nuts hang. Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.